And I can't believe... Let me just say one thing. I'm really disappointed in you all. I see lots of comments about Thiago's injury saying that he's like cheese. That's really harsh on cheese. He's... I don't even know what to say anymore. Like, if ever... Surely now the whole debate about does Thiago get a new contract is over. If ever there even was a debate. It has to be over now, right? It has to be. It's ridiculous what's going on with Thiago. I don't even know what... I woke up today, right, and I looked at my phone, about 8 or 9 messages, and all of them were like, I kid you not, he is actually injured. How's he injured? He came on, what did he play, 6 minutes? Something like that? Ah, lads, look, nobody wants a player to be injured. Thiago doesn't want to be injured. Klopp doesn't want him to be injured, but that doesn't really help. It's madness. Look, surely he has to retire from football at this point. His body just simply can't cope. Which is a crying shame because we all know the talent the man has on a football pitch. He's phenomenal. But he's been absolutely riddled with injuries for the last year or so. And yeah, we can't be 200 grand a week. No way you can look at renewing that. It's crazy. And look, it's not very helpful to the squad either, of course. I'm looking at his touch map here from the Arsenal game. He played 13 minutes all in, had 10 touches, and he's out injured. I don't know what to say, folks. But look, firstly, to Thiago, get well soon, recover soon, but it's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. So yeah, that's where we're at with the Thiago news, unfortunately. As per Paul Joyce, Thiago Alcantara is facing another spell on the sidelines after sustaining a muscle injury in his comeback against Arsenal last weekend. Please don't, I don't want to hear bring Thiago back, bring Thiago on, any of that stuff for the rest of the season. The man's races ran at Liverpool and there's no need for us to be looking at extensions or relying on him or anything. Don't even give him minutes. And I said this months ago. There's no point. Look to the future now. And when I say this, I don't mean to be horrible to Thiago. I love Thiago. As you know, he's an amazing player. But we need to look to the future now. We need to look to the next midfield that's coming through. We need to give them repetition and minutes. And the more time they play together, the more accustomed they'll be to each other and the better the performances should be. So yeah, that's what my view is here. Look to the future. At the end of the season, when Thiago Alcantara and Joel Matip's contracts are up, obviously thank them for their service. Help Joel Matip with his rehab. But other than that, it's time to move on. Does the conversation of Thiago being a poor signing need to be had? His wages are crazy. Played less than 50% of possible minutes. Didn't play in half the finals that he's been here for. Thank you, Liam, for your super chat, bud. That's awesome. You're really kind, mate. Thank you so much. In answer to your question, though, Liam, for me, and I can only answer for myself, Liam, when we signed Thiago, I felt that even if we got half the games out of him, it's going to be worth the money we paid because the transfer fee was fairly reasonable. Was it 25 million over 4 years, 5 million up front and then 5 million a year structured for 4 years. I felt like that was worth the risk. The 200 grand a week or 10 million quid a year or whatever it is, that's a different conversation. I wouldn't have him in the Naby Keita camp of a flop, but certainly underwhelmed. It seems like every time we get near a final as well, unfortunately, Thiago's just not able to play in it. You know, I really felt for him when he broke down on the pitch before. I think it was the League Cup against Chelsea. That you could see it in his face. He was crying. It was horrible to watch. He was clearly, obviously, very upset that he couldn't play and help out his teammates. But it is just one of those things. It is what it is. What I'm glad of, Liam, is that there's a natural break. So when the summer's contract's up, we don't have to dance around the subject. Himself and Joel Matip giving thank you for their brilliant service, in Joel's case particularly, to the football club. And off they pop. You know, help Joel rehab, as I said, but other than that, no.